Hi and welcome back to Love English. I'm Leila and in today's lesson I want to share 12 beautiful, wise, insightful proverbs with you that I think will help you sound a little more fluent, will help you express yourself in English in a way that is much deeper, more profound, to help you give exceptionally good advice. All languages contain proverbs, an expression that has a deeper meaning, something that tries to guide your moral compass and make you a better person or a wiser person. And indeed, that is what we are focusing on today. We are not worrying about the grammar. Of course, do copy my pronunciation to try and speak more clearly, but don't stress over it. Today, we are trying to use expressions that are natural and native in English that we commonly use to help us express ourselves in a more natural and concise way, more efficiently. We don't have to explain something in a very long-winded, meaning long and complicated way. Sometimes proverbs do the job just fine. Now, if you are interested in learning more proverbs like these and learning how to express yourself in different situations, then you might be interested in the sponsors of today's video, Cambly. Now, Cambly, I'm sure many of you are aware, is a language learning app. But it's not a language learning app without people. In fact, it's an app where you can interact with real native professional teachers on a one-to-one private basis. So you'll have access to a teacher at the touch of an app. What's great about Cambly is that they are exclusively, meaning only, catering for English language learners. They don't look at any other languages. English is their speciality. And of course, you can choose from British English, American English, Australian, and even Canadian. So if you are interested in learning the language, the subtleties, the differences in some of the variations of English that we have, and indeed you can in fact choose your teacher. You have the option to choose the teacher that you think will best suit your needs. Perhaps a teacher that has similar interests and hobbies to you, so you know you'll always have something to talk about. Now, as well as having bespoke courses tailored to you, you can also choose courses looking at conversation skills, how to express yourself in English in various situations. Of course, they cover business English and IELTS speaking preparation, as well as many more areas of English to help you achieve your language learning goals. Now, because teachers are located all around the world, you'll find that you can have lessons 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So it doesn't matter where you are or how busy your schedule is, Cambly can fit around your lifestyle. The lessons are also competitively priced, and you can even choose from as short a lesson as 15 minutes. So really, whatever your needs are and however much time you have to invest in learning English, Cambly is able to meet your needs. So before you click the link down in the description, or indeed go to your app store and type in Cambly, I want to share these 12 proverbs with you. 12 proverbs that you will be able to use on a daily basis in conversation with native speakers, and indeed they will help you sound wiser. They will help you give really very insightful and smart advice. Proverbs should really stop you and make you think. Make you consider life choices. Think about your behavior or the way you're currently thinking, and generally help guide you in life. Now, of course, I would love you to comment below and share some of your favorite proverbs, even if they're not included in this video. And I would love to know which of the 12 proverbs that I share with you today are in your language, or do you have a slightly different variation? Often you find that proverbs can be translated into another language, but sometimes the way we express them might be slightly different, which can lead to some confusion. So, on with the lesson, 12 proverbs, let's go. Number 1, let's start with a very positive proverb. Every cloud has a silver lining. Every cloud has a silver lining. Every bad or negative situation can eventually result in some positive, beneficial result for you. So it's really to be used when someone is going through a difficult situation, when they might not understand why something bad or unfair is happening to them. And this is a way of looking at things in a more positive light. Essentially, the silver lining behind the cloud is the sun about to appear. It expresses that things change all the time, and a cloud can't permanently be there, meaning the problem will change, things will get better. I know he broke up with you and you're feeling bad at the moment, but really, every cloud has a silver lining. You might find this is for the best. Number 2, when you're in a situation or someone you know is in a situation where they feel that they have so much to do, that the goal, that the thing that they want to achieve is just so far away or too difficult to achieve, you might say, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Whatever and however big the task may seem, making the first move or the first action to help achieve this task is going to help you get there faster. I have got a 10,000 word dissertation to complete. I don't know how I'm going to do it. Remember, every journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Basically, get started and you will eventually achieve your goal. You will eventually write the dissertation. Now, number 3, this proverb is a little bit bittersweet. It's positive and negative. It's saying that all good experiences, good situations will eventually end. The only thing we can be sure of is change. And as much as we know that a bad situation will eventually end, we might think that something good could and will eventually end. Simply put, all good things come to an end. All good things come to an end. I loved being at university. I had so much fun and met so many people who hopefully I'll stay in contact with the rest of my life. But sadly, all good things must come to an end. This is a great proverb to use when you have to accept that it's time to move on, that you can't stay in this situation forever. Eventually, more good things will happen to you. So all good things come to an end. Number 4, a rolling stone gathers no moss. So when a stone is stationary, when it doesn't move, particularly if it's in a dark, damp surrounding environment, then it gathers moss, which is like a green, horrible substance that, not grass, it's just horrible. Anyway, if a rolling stone gathers no moss, a person who is always changing jobs or where they live has the advantage of less responsibilities. However, they also are at the disadvantage of having no fixed place to live. So, a rolling stone gathers no moss. You might have no responsibilities, but you also have none of the benefits of having a secure or fixed place to live, which includes having a certain group of people support around you. So, for example, you might refer to someone as having been a rolling stone. Sounds a bit strange, but possible. He was a bit of a rolling stone before he settled down and got a job. Number 5, a lovely nautical proverb. A ship in the harbour is safe, but that's not what a ship is for. A ship in the harbour is safe, but that's not what a ship is for. Basically, this is encouraging someone to get out of their comfort zone, to be able to grow and fulfill their potential. So if you don't go out there, experience life, do something, then you won't grow and learn and be the best that you can be. You should definitely go traveling. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Remember, a ship in the harbour is safe, but that's not what a ship is for. Number 6, a lovely proverb if you or someone you know has a tendency to worry quite a lot. In fact, this is a proverb that my grandmother taught me. It's almost like her motto. Don't cross a bridge until you come to it. Don't cross a bridge until you come to it. Or you might say to someone, let's cross that bridge when we come to it, meaning wait, don't worry about that thing. We'll deal with it when it happens, when it arises. So there's no point worrying unnecessarily in advance until that thing, that situation has happened or is happening. For example, I know you're worried about the exams, but they're not until next year. Let's cross that bridge when we come to it. Now, number 7, a lovely simple proverb, but one that I think is particularly true. The early bird catches the worm. the early bird catches the worm. What this is saying is that the sooner you start something, the earlier you start something, the more likely you are to have success. Now, as an example, you might talk to your friend and tell them that you know there's going to be a sale tomorrow and you're going to get there really early. I'll be there at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning to make sure I get the best offers. You know what they say? The early bird catches the worm. Number 8, look before you leap. Look before you leap. To leap is to jump, a long jump, not a high jump, a long jump. And basically it's saying that you need to consider all the possible consequences of your actions before you do them. So you need to think about something before you take the action, especially when you can't undo it. So look before you leap. As an example, I'm thinking about doing a PhD, but really it's very expensive to do. And also the commitment, it's over 4 years long. I really should look before I leap. Number 9, to make hay while the sun shines. Yes, to make hay while the sun shines. Simply put, make use of the favourable, the sunny situation that you might find yourself in at that moment in time. So while things are good, make hay while the sun shines, because the good situation won't last forever. So for example, while our YouTube channel seemed to be growing very quickly, I decided to upload more videos. I wanted to make hay while the sun shone. Past tense. Make hay while the sun shines. Or I wanted to make hay while the sun shone. Number 10, a lovely expression, and I think particularly true. One shouldn't miss the forest for the trees. Now we also have an expression that I think is more common and really derived from this expression, from this proverb, and it is, you can't see the wood for the trees. You can't see the wood for the trees. Now wood can be the material, but it can also mean a small forest. And the meaning of this expression is essentially, you can become very focused on the small details and you really don't see the bigger situation or bigger picture. So you don't see the true context of the situation. For example, she was so focused on the party being perfect that she didn't think about the people actually enjoying themselves. She couldn't see the wood for the trees, or she couldn't see the forest for the trees. So she was focused on the little details, wanting everything to be perfect, but really the most important thing was that the people had fun. Often it is referring to a problem, a situation, a difficult situation that you possibly can't see or understand very well because you're in the forest. You need to take a step back in order to see the wood for the trees. Number 11, have you ever known somebody that's very quiet, that doesn't reveal very much about themselves? Well, you might want to say, still waters run deep. Still waters run deep. This means that if a person doesn't speak very much, it doesn't mean that they lack depth, that they're simple or superficial. It suggests that they're thinking more carefully, more deeply about a subject. You're suggesting when you say still waters run deep that they're a very deep person, that they are thinking quite carefully about something. So for example, she might be one of the quietest people in the organisation, but she is certainly one of the smartest. Still waters really do run deep. And finally, number 12, sticking with the theme of water. Time and tide wait for no man. Time and tide wait for no man. The tide is when the water, the sea, comes in to a higher level or it goes out. Now, when we say time and tide wait for no man, you're suggesting that someone shouldn't procrastinate. They shouldn't wait for something because we have no control over the passage of time. For example, he was thinking about proposing to her, but didn't know when he should. Time and tide wait for no man. Get on and do it. Get on and propose. So there we have it, 12 lovely proverbs that I hope you'll be able to use in conversation to help you give some wise and insightful advice, to help you express yourself in a more concise and creative way. And of course, comment below. Try using some of these proverbs, or indeed tell me how many of these proverbs do you have in your language and are there any differences? And don't forget, if you are interested in learning more proverbs like these, or indeed improving your conversation skills, go to the App Store and type in Cambly or click the link below to learn more. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.